Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Aether Vision. Today, I actually have a close friend of mine, Cam Deg. I've worked with this gentleman on previous jobs, and I think he's just an amazing artist. And I think we would have an absolutely ball today. Cam Deg, what have you got over there, man?
I got some Jordan lows found in an op shop. They could be knockoffs, but they feel fucking good.
That's all right.
So.
And I can see here you've got some 270s.
Yeah.
Not naming stores, but I guess we copped this at the store that we both worked at. First of all, we'll just start to unlace some like the sneakers, so then we can actually start cleaning them. Have you cleaned a sneaker before, bro?
Yeah, I'm a very cleanly person.
Yeah?
I think I had like, we used to have like some stuff, but it was like the same can for like 20 years my brother had and shit under the cabinet in the laundry.
Yeah.
So I think this was needed. This isn't even my dirt. That's the thing, like, because I got these in the op shop.
All right.
So that's the thing. I'm like, man.
So that's lived a life other than your life.
Yeah.
That's
I might
really
get
cool.
a disease today. This might be the bio of like how I got a disease.
In terms of your music,
Yeah.
I actually really love the experimental style that you pull across in a lot of your music. How did that come across? Because I noticed your family's quite musical. Like your brother just recently released the Baddest Summer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And I noticed that you did a track on there as well. And like
I was the only feature on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like my dad, back in like the 70s or whatever, or like even since coming to Australia, he's done music, and everyone since then in the family's kind of done something musical or something. Yeah. And
instrumental, like instruments and all that kind of stuff, I guess is something that's quite prominent in your family.
Like honestly, like every single day I go home, my dad's like on the flute or like like a bass or something else. And like whenever my mates come around, like 506, I'm sure a lot of people watching this would know him.
Yeah.
Me and him will have like a studio session.
Yeah.
And my dad will just get like a new like saxophone or some shit and just walk into the room like, and we're like, try to do stuff, and Five was like, no, let him play, this is sick. And I'm like, this is my life, man. Like, I'm just trying to... I started off in music in my brother's band.
Yeah.
And so that was all like, it got up to like a 14-piece at one point.
Oh, wow.
That was crazy. And like, we had a full brass section, backup singers, all that. And like, it's that whole live aspect before I went into like producing and I guess internet sort of platform, you know, where you put your music out.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it started with the live thing, so like I found like ways to improvise and stuff, and like, so that was cool. And I used to be really like scared at performances. Like when I first started, I looked at my feet the whole time.
That's really cool, because I guess, you know, it kind of leads into your full actual aspect of life, you know what I mean? Like you gain confidence in different aspects of your life through music. And you know, that's why I always try to feel like, you know, the most things that are most important is when you're actually quite expressive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You lose sort of a little bit of expression, and then all of a sudden just everything just around you doesn't feel quite right.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
Me personally, I guess, you know, like, you know, you creatively kind of stop, then all of a sudden everything else just doesn't seem to fall in place. I don't know whether that's just kind of the same with you, but
same for me, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure with having such a musical background with your family, like that's always been a part of your life. So
yeah, that's like my like therapy, I guess, because I started writing poems and stuff. And I was just like hell angsty teen and stuff, and I was like, I need to get my emotions out. My brother was like, dude, like I'm getting this band together, you've got all these raps. And at the time I was like, these aren't raps, these are poems and shit. And like, we'll put some music to it and they'll be sweet. And then they did turn out pretty sweet. Definitely up to this day, like I still use it as my like therapy or whatever. Like if I, like everyone knows, like if I've been away from like recording for like more than a week, I stress out. I'm just like, man, I just need to get some thoughts out and stuff. Like,
a lot of sand in that shoe, bro.
Man, I took these on the beach to shoot some stuff for we're putting out an album. And I took them on the beach, so that's what we were shooting, some promo photos or something. For end of Feb, early March type thing.
Very
soon.
Nice.
We need to do a lot more like pushing of like promo and stuff. But the tracks are pretty much there. Like I got Marty Max Marty, I think his producer name is, but he's helping me mix it and stuff, and adding his producer touches on it, which is awesome because it's leveled it up, the whole project up like crazy, and it's been a good process of like letting go of that full control, and he's like very aware of the vein in which I want to head the album in, and so it's been like a really good process of like letting go of control and working with other people and stuff.
Yeah, of course. If you work with someone that you can't really be as expressive as possible, then your music just probably is not going to sound as nice, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And like working with certain sort of sound engineers even don't understand someone's sound, and then sometimes it can be not as translatable as
exactly. Yeah, they'll mix it like it's a trap album, and it's not.
I personally actually like one of your tracks, Broach. There's something about it that really kind of caught my attention of, again, that, you know, experimental sort of feel to it. And there were, to me, sometimes like a track that have too much structure sometimes like makes me attracted to it because it takes you on a journey. You know, like I've always kind of gone into the idea of like jazz music or even techno or something like that. You know, and I feel like that type of that track gave that sort of feel, but in your certain way. Like, can you kind of explain to me on how that kind of came about, or was it something that was just really improvised?
That one was that track came together quite quickly. Compared to a lot. But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying with the whole. It's kind of, it doesn't have too much structure. That even the album I'm putting out, it's because for me the songs are like, what do I need to do?
Yeah. Couple of without a spitting it everywhere. Then take the brush into the water. Yeah. And then you can just go for it. Just go for it, man. Cool. Go for your life. Go hard.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. So each like song I make is kind of like a thought, I guess. And I guess some thoughts are rounded and you resolve. But not all of them you do. They're just kind of like it's just a thought and it goes, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's how my songs are. Like the intro track for my album, it's not like chorus, verse, chorus. It's just a thought. The experimental side, like it was pretty cool for Broach. I used one of the snares in it. So my mum's, well, like my family, that sound hell misogynist. Because like, my mum's dryer, but she's literally the only one that does the drying and stuff. Like she runs the household, so she's the boss. It's everyone's dryer. One of the snares in it to dry because I was recording, and me and Seals, my partner, was sitting in my studio in the back room. And we're playing the track, and it just so happened to open at the exact time when the snare should hit, and I was like, whoa, that kind of sounded cool. And she was like, yeah, that actually sounded sick. And I was like, ran up with my phone, recorded. I was like, that's the snare.
Anything really technically can make music. There is no rules to being creative.
100%.
And something like that, see, that makes me feel like I love that track even more because you've kind of gone from one idea, which is you're saying your thought, and then you're getting expressive from that one thought, and then just like bringing that aspect even with your like surroundings. You know what I mean? Which I think is the best way for creativity. And man, that's really dope.
That's kind of like what you did as well with Aether though, because we were working the sneaker shop. And then you've taken your environment. And I reckon that's dope.
That's it. You know, I've always been about that, I guess, in terms of being creative. It doesn't matter whether it's something like a business venture or something like that, or you know, being creative is being agile. I feel being agile and doing that, I guess, is knowing your surroundings, being as present as possible.
But not being like consumed by it for sure.
That's it. And that is a really hard sort of position to be at sometimes. You know what I mean? So
I don't know how far gone these are, but man, this stuff works like crazy though. That was you'll see it in the before after, but that was
maybe give it a wipe down and see where
how much
has come off, I guess.
Let's give this little. Them ones are like I actually bought properly, so I'm like, I don't want to mess them up. I'll leave them to the professional.
If you wanted to, you can grab the laces and just like pop it into the bowl and squeeze a little bit of solution in there, just so then you can soak it up, and then later we can just run it through your hands and we'll just clean them all off. So we're going to do a bit of a track a bit later on. What are we thinking?
I'm going to do Simple. It's called Simple.
I thought you meant it's
keep it simple. The track's called Simple because I say simple in it, the most
Okay.
out of other words. So I'm probably just, do I call these tracks these crazy names and stuff? I was like, nah, I don't know, like, because sometimes I like that, but then I'll be like, oh, what was that track by that artist? And I can't remember because they'll call it like 16 megapixels into the 8th, and it won't say that at all in the track. So I'm like,
Yep.
man, I'll just keep it simple for now for people to find.
Is this something that is going to be in your new body of work, or?
It won't be.
Okay.
But I had brought I've been playing with this like idea for like a couple years, kind of bits and pieces from it. Mm-hmm. And then me and J-Cal were in the studio.
Okay.
We work together sometimes.
Yep.
And we were just like, oh, we want to do some like live instrumentation. I was like, oh,
yep.
I've had this on guitar. And,
yeah.
So that will be released as a single.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Okay.
But definitely, yeah.
Bit of later down the track.
Yeah.
Cool. So with the laces there, you can just like
run them,
caress them through your fingers.
them.
Then you can. This is a very, very, very sneaky.
Sneaky.
Well, I'm telling you my
sneaker?
secrets now, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So you just grab the microfiber cloth.
Okay.
And just sort of run it without getting any knots in it.
Oh, it feels good.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, I feel like the dirt's coming out. It's satisfying as hell. I'm gonna get all the spray I can get.
I guess that kind of wraps up what with the interview. I just want to thank Cam again. Be sure to stay on and listen to this new track. It's simple.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Cam Deg. I'm performing my track Simple. I'm releasing an album very soon. With my team Kenworth, and wanted to say thank you for Radam for having us here at Aether, and for the owners of this land, the traditional owners, the Noongar people. Thank you very much, and
I know you do wanna stay, but it's not that simple, baby. When I'm gone, baby, don't worry about me, hey, I'm really not your shy. I know you do, you wanna stay, but it's not that simple, baby. When I'm gone, baby, don't worry about me, I'm really not yours. If it was that simple, we'd just be together. You can come for a glimpse of sunshine, say it's always been good weather. My skin the leather, but I stand in the cold for no one but you. Rolling the pound and holding it down, just know that it stands sure about you. I've been in a foul mood without you, how it ain't about you. No, I know about me, I've been going crazy, fighting with haters. In my mind they bred me, she don't want diamonds, she don't want diamonds. She just wants Simon Says. I said no promises, she want a line with that. I got a rhyme for that, she wanna break me up. Why you won't break me up? Didn't I break enough, baby? When I'm gone, baby, don't worry about me. I'm really not your shy. I know you do, you wanna stay, but it's not that simple. Simple, baby, it's not that simple, baby. I know you want to stay. I know you want to stay. It's not that simple, baby. Fist in the sky, foot in the grave, put that shit down, take all the breaks, bullets and throttle, I don't need no bottle, I know that I'm probably gon' cave. I get up more times than I get down, I get up down more than you boys playing around to make tracks so I don't make a sound. I ain't about that vlogger shit, don't need an Instagram bro, don't need an Instagram chick, only your heart make you rich. I sound like a poem and shit, no ice on my wrist but I get by. I don't even smoke, man, I don't get high. I'm just trying to find my inner peace, I guess my biggest enemy is me. Praise and love to the most high, spread some love when you get time, plenty of time when you prioritize, spread truth and don't spread lies. Keep holding that head high. Look to the light when it's go time. Look to the light when it's home time. But ice on my wrist like, baby, I know you do wanna stay. You wanna stay, but it's not that simple.